don't see justice in this war. Russian soldier exposes rot at core of Ukraine invasion. Pavel Filakir knew the consequences of what he was saying. The ex-paratrooper understood he was risking prison, that he would be called a traitor and would be shunned by his former comrades in arms. His own mother had urged him to flee Russia while he still could. He said it anyway. I don't see justice in this war. I don't see truth here, he told an enraged and cured soldier over a tucked-away cafe table in the Moscow financial district. It was his first time sitting down in person with a journalist since returning from the war in Ukraine. Smoke billowed into the sky near Zatkoi, a significant railway hub in the north of the peninsula used by the Russian military to transport troops and equipment to occupied Melitopol, which Moscow seized early in its full-scale invasion. Several explosions on Tuesday appeared to have destroyed a Russian ammunition depot and an electricity substation about 125 miles or 200 kilometers from the front line with Ukrainian forces. The laying of plans, calculations, and estimations. Waging war, the challenge. Attack by the stratagem or planning offensives. Tactical dispositions or positioning. Energy and direction. Weak points and strong or illusion versus reality. Maneuvering and dealing with direct conflict. Variation in tactics, aka the innumerable changes. The army on the march or moving the force. Terrain or situational positioning. The 9 situations or terrains. The attack by fire. Although Plato writes less about war than we might expect, especially considering the fact that his dialogues are historically set during the Peloponnesian War, the right conduct of war constitutes a crucial concern for Plato. In both the Alcibiades and Laches dialogues, rightful conduct of war is linked to the practice of virtue. Neither a good statesman nor a good military man can ignore this link, which joins military pursuits not only to courage, but to the whole of virtue, including the justice in the Republic. The passage from the luxurious city to a well-ordered and a virtuous city is described by means of the proper education of the city's military guardians and a teaching of ius in bello, to use a just warm term for wars between Greeks, is outlined. Finally, in the laws, peace, not war, is presented as the true aim of good laws, and the importance of legitimate authority in war making is duly emphasized. The laying of plans, calculations, and estimations. Waging war, the challenge. Attack by the stratagem or planning offensives.
tactical dispositions or positioning, energy and direction, weak points and strong or illusion versus reality, maneuvering and dealing with direct conflict, variation in tactics, aka the innumerable changes, the army on the march or moving the force, terrain or situational positioning, the 9 situations or terrains, the attack by fire. First, the laying of plans, calculations, and estimations. Second, waging war, the challenge. Third, attack by stratagem or planning offensives. Fourth, tactical dispositions or positioning. Fifth, energy and direction. Sixth, weak points and strong or illusion versus reality. Seventh, maneuvering and dealing with direct conflict. 8. Variation in tactics, aka the innumerable changes. 9th. The army on the march or moving the force. 10th. Terrain or situational positioning. 11th. The 9 situations or terrains. 12th. The attack by fire.
I am at the Black Sea Fleet's headquarters now. A drone hit the roof here 20 minutes ago. Unfortunately, it was not down. There are no casualties, he wrote. Later on Saturday, Crimea's governor Sergei Aksionosov contradicted the earlier statement by saying on Telegram that local air defenses shot down the drone above the Black Sea Fleet headquarters in Sevastopol. Air defense systems successfully hit all targets over the territory over Crimea Sea on Saturday morning. There are no casualties or material damage, his boss Sergei Aksionosov said on Telegram.
Contemporary just war theory is dominated by two camps, traditionalist and revisionist. The traditionalist might as readily be called legalist. Their views on the morality of war are substantially led by international law, especially the law of armed conflict. They aim to provide those laws with morally defensible foundations. States, and only states, are permitted to go to war only for national defense, defense of other states, or to intervene to avert crimes that shock the moral conscience of mankind. Civilians may not be targeted in war, but all combatants, whatever they are fighting for, are morally permitted to target one another, even when doing so foreseeably harms some civilians, so long as it does not do so excessively.
Just war theory has meaning only if we can explain why
Revisionists
killing
question the moral
some
standing of
combatants in war
state
is allowed.
and the perceived
But we are not thereby
permissibility
licensed
of
to kill
national
everyone
defense.
in the enemy state.
Argue for expanded permission
Here, the
for
competing
humanitarian
forces of realism
intervention,
and pacifism are
problematize
at their most
civilian
compelling.
immunity,
It is
and content that
unsurprising,
combatants
therefore,
fighting for
that so much recent
wrongful
work
aims
has
cannot do
focused on
anything
this
right.
topic.
besides lay
We
down
cannot do
their
justice
weapons.
to all the arguments here,
Most
but
revisionists
will
are
instead
moral
consider
revisionists only.
three kinds of response:
They deny that
all
the
out
contemporary law
revisionists,
of armed
moderate
conflict is
traditionalists,
intrinsically
and all-out
morally
traditionalists.
justified, but believe
The first camp
Mostly for
faces
pragmatic
two
reasons.
challenges:
that it need
to
not be
justify intentionally
substantially
killing
changed.
apparently non-liable unjust
Some, however,
combatants,
are
but to
both
do this
morally
without
and legally
reopening the door to
revisionists,
combatant equality,
and even
or
moral
indeed
revisionists
further undermining
disagreement
discrimination.
with the
Their
traditionalists
main
is
move is
hardly
to argue that,
absent.
despite
Most
appearances,
believe that
all and only
faced
unjust
with the
combatants
clash
are in fact
between what is
liable to
morally
be killed.
and what is legally permitted or prohibited, individuals should follow their conscience rather than the law. The traditionalist view received its most prominent exposition the same year as it was decisively codified in international law, in the first additional protocol to the Geneva Conventions. Michael Walzer's Just and Unjust Wars, first published in 1977, has been extraordinarily influential among philosophers,
Indonesian government
political
statements regarding
scientists,
the military attack in
international
Ukraine.
lawyers, and military practitioners. Among its key contributions were its defense of central traditionalist positions on national defense, humanitarian intervention, discrimination, and combatant equality.
Ukraine has launched a fresh strike on Russian Black Sea Fleet headquarters at Sevastopol, where officials in the enchanted Crimean Peninsula say that at last one drone has been shot down by air defenses. The reporter attack on Saturday morning, a day after explosion erupted near military base in Russian held areas of Ukraine and Russia itself, came on the same day that 12 civilians were reportedly wounded when a Russian missile hit a residential area of Ukraine town. Vitali, the governor of Mykolaiv, said that 4 children were among those wounded in attack that damaged several private houses and a 5-story residential building in Voznesens, about 90 miles, 30 kilometers from the fifth John nuclear power plant.
Adherence to the purpose and principles of the UN
One,
Charter,
adherence to the purpose and principles of the
international law,
Charter and international law, including respect for territorial integrity and sovereignty, must continuously
Adherence to the purposes
Two.
and principles of the UN Charter and international law, including respect for territorial integrity and sovereignty.
the people
Respect the territorial integrity. Therefore, the respect will be made. Is unacceptable.
Moreover,
This therefore calls life in grave danger and threatens the Indonesia wants for this regional and further calls the nation
Indonesian
calls
and from the Indonesian government
Indonesia urges and adds forward to take concrete measures to prevent the situation from further
Indonesian government is always the priority of the Another reason to differentiate
plans for Indonesian citizens is always
the priority
safely aware Indonesian people is always the priority of the government.
In a recent, we determine the safety of the Indonesian people. Some option is
always the
other than
priority
doing nothing.
of the
The
government.
Collaborator for assessing the war as a wall that is not fighting at all, ending the war as a wall. That option is not available when considering particular action within the war. One can only decide whether or not to perform this particular action.
and international law,
But these reasons cannot contribute to ad bellum proportionality in the same way
upheld.
because
Friday,
they are
therefore,
conditional
US
on
said
the
for
war.
the third time
is unacceptable.
that it would
Political
provide
leaders
Ukraine the
cannot
Texan
cause
Eagle
people
surveillance
Life
drones,
in great danger.
mine-resistance
And
vehicles,
threaten regional as well
anti-armor
as
rounds,
global peace and stability.
This war
Weapons
would be
in a
Indonesia
new
calls
6,505
for this situation to be put to an end.
8 package
only
to
if
help
the
its
leader
efforts
On
decides
all parties,
take
armed
back
force to war.
Ukrainian
which
territory.
is hostilities and put
One.
forward
These
peaceful
capabilities
Adherence to
resolution through
the purpose
diplomacy.
and
to make the
principle of
most difference
the
on the
Indonesia
battlefield
and
strengthen
international
the
law,
position
to take
including
the
respect
negotiating
for
table.
to prevent
territory,
Anthony Blinken from the
integrity,
US
and
Secretary of
sovereignty. Sovereignty must
Indonesian government
be upheld.
through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
Moreover, the military attack on Ukraine
Action plans for Indonesian citizens
unacceptable.
in Ukraine.
Moreover, the attack
Safety of
put
the
the
Indonesian
people's
people
life in grave danger,
the priority
and
of the government.
that the regional as well as global peace and stability. 3. Indonesia calls for this situation to be
the
put
purpose
to
and principle
an end and future calls
Another
on all
discussed
parties
question.
to face
What does the last report really mean? The idea is
hostilities
simple.
and put
It
forward
is identical to
peaceful
in war necessity.
resolution through
Going
diplomacy.
forward must be compared with
Four.
Therefore,
Indonesia
military
urges
attack on Ukraine is
the UN
unacceptable.
Security
also
Council
involves the various ways
to
in
take
which we
control
could submit.
Just like
steps to
Going
prevent the
forward,
situation
a last
from
resort
future
where no other
Unhappy is the fate of one
and
who
regional
tries to win his battles and succeed in his attacks
Indonesian government
without cultivating the spirit of enterprise.
affairs
For the result is waste of time and general stagnation.
for Indonesian citizens in
which is
Ukraine.
less harmful than
The
going
safety
to
of
war
the Indonesian
and is at least
people is always
as likely to avert
the
the
period-
threat
the
than going to war
priority
is not the
of
last
the
resort.
government.
hostilities and
If
put
the
forward
diplomatic
peaceful
alternative is less
resolution.
harmful as well as
diplomacy.
likely to avert the threat, then the question is whether the reduction
Indonesia urged the UN
in
Security
expected harm
Council
is great enough for
to
us
take
to be required
concrete
to
steps
accept the
to
reduction
prevent
in likelihood of
situation from
averting the
further
threat. If not, then war is your last resort.
The Indonesian government
Sun Tzu warns us against wasteful campaigns that expend a lot of resources or hours of labor when a simple use of intelligence or foreknowledge would be more efficient.
the priority of the government. Adherence to the purpose and principles.
Spies are a most important element in water because on them depends an army's ability to move.
The UN Charter and international law, including respect for territorial integrity and sovereignty, must continuously be upheld. Therefore, the military attack on Ukraine is unacceptable. Moreover, the attack puts the people's life in grave danger and threatens regional as well as global peace and stability. Indonesia calls for this situation to be put to an end, and further calls should be put to an end, and further calls.
Sampai ya kak? Sampai ya kak dikerjain ya? Terima kasih teman-teman. Mohon tanggapan dari